Let's discuss software account settings. To configure your software account settings, we'll click on Account Settings located on the top menu. We'll start from the top of the list going down. The sign in page. Again, it will show you who you're signed in as, your username, and then where you want to go on your next login. Edit account details. This is where you'll enter the company's name, the owner of the company's first and last name, the email address, your website URL, your office address, as well as your contact telephone number. It is important that all of these fields are correctly inputted, as it appears on multiple reports that is sent to your maintenance vendors as well as housekeepers. It also will appear on all emails sent from the system to the owners or to your guest. Overview. To see your account overview, go to Account Settings and select Overview from the menu options listed on the left. This area displays various types of information related to your software account, like your Cyrus username, user ID, and selected property ID. It also lists useful URL links that are related to the selected property. In the bottom portion of the overview screen, you will find some useful URL links for you and your guests' convenience. The property credit card payment URL is dependent on the current selected property. If you would like a client to submit a payment, you can send the property credit card payment URL, which is not attached to a reservation or owner account. IP restrictions. You can add unlimited IP addresses for unlimited locations, and users would only be able to access the software from the specified IP address locations. For laptop users, it is possible to obtain a dedicated IP for laptop and mobile devices. To add a IP address, you'll simply tick this box, enter the IP address, and click Add, and remember to click Save. To remove an IP address, select the IP address and click on Remove and Save. Now let's discuss card/bank account details. On a monthly basis, around the first of every month, Cyrus will process your monthly subscription payment. To enter your credit or bank account information, you can click on Account Settings, Card Bank Account Details. If you would like to pay by credit card on a monthly basis, select Credit. If you would like to pay with an electronic check, select that option. Once you select it, let's use credit card or debit card. Please enter the billing address of that card, click on Update Card, and enter the information on your credit or debit card, and click Submit. We will process your payment around the first of every month. Now let's get into SecureTrack. If you have multiple users in your account, this is where you'll go to set up each individual user. Account Settings, Access Control. To add individual users, you'll click on the Add User button. Enter their username and their staff password. If you want that user to have full access of the system, you'll add them as an administrator. By default, this user will have full access to all of the features and functions of the system. Now, let's say you have employees whose job is strictly to create reservations. You only want to give them the reservation functions part of the system. So what you'll do is click on Add User. Again, enter their username and staff password. And make sure you do not tick Add as Administrator. And then click Add. You can see here in comparison to Bob Smith, who is an administrator, he automatically by default has all access. If we click on Janine Smith, you can go in to each window or panel and then select what features this person will have access to. So if we start at the top for general settings, would you like them to use the online edition of the software, the phone edition? Would you like them to view all notifications? You'll simply go into each panel and review which functions you want to give this user access to. Once you've applied those functions using the tick boxes, click Save. If you would like to lock a user from logging into your account, you'll simply tick this box over here. To delete a user, make sure you select the correct user and click on this button to delete the user. If you delete a user in the software, the system can still track what they've done previously. To track what your users are doing in the system, you'll click on Account Settings, User/Change Tracking. Here, you can select a certain individual, for example, Bob Smith, or you can view all staff members. You can then break down what they've done by the time period. So let's say we want to see what your users are doing for the month of November. What they've inserted, what they've updated, what they've deleted. You can also break it down by a specific property or all properties. Once you click on Load, it will show you what they've done for all of your reservations, what they've done to the housekeeping part of the system, what work orders they either created or modified, what they've done in owner accounting, as well as when they log on to the system, it provides a date and timestamp, shows the username, what edition of the software they're currently using, the version, and then the IP address.